Okay, we're live. Good morning, or evening for most people, I guess. Kicking off just a little bit early so I can finish just a little bit early so I can go into the office today. I'm sure, I think most things are good. Let me bring up voice attack, I guess. And bring up the game. Alright, it's a Friday. And it's a long weekend here in New Zealand because we have a public holiday on the Monday. King's birthday. Well, it's Queen's birthday, but, you know, she died. So we renamed it. Alright, and I am playing around with some new options on my stream deck. So let's see if this changes my scene. It did! How about that? Alright, private group session.
Welcome back, Commander.
Well, thank you. Alright. What is the plan?
All systems ready to go.
Ready? They're ready to go. Okay. Let's work on the size asteroid base, I guess. Seems a shame to leave it 25% done. What we'll do is we'll jump over to Donuts Gateway. Apparently we have a ship over there. The ice asteroid base is 25% done, and it is in my originally colonized system. And it's been sitting there like 25. Oh, it's not crashing to the lights. It's been sitting there 25% done for a.
Are you ready to jump?
Yes.
Boosting now. Engaging jump.
We're locked by the construction site.
Becoming elite is a dangerous journey.
Warp 1. Oh, apparently that doesn't work. Just do it manually. Wee. Should be able to do this. Bounce around the planet. And off we go. We're definitely going to need like steel or titanium or something, right? Like, there's no way we're done on those. So the system we just came from was our newly colonized system. We finished off a few days ago. Well, I mean, definitely haven't finished building in the system, but we finished the initial primary port, which was just an outpost. And so therefore, our weekly payout would have gone up. Not by much, though. Ooh, I am in fact tired. I was actually feeling relatively energetic when I got out of bed half an hour ago, but now I am feeling it. Alright, that's fine. I'll probably just, you know, faceplant at our desk at work and waffle face the afternoon. It should be fine. I don't have any big meetings or anything today. I'm trying to get like 7 hours sleep last night too. But it was a bit broken up. While we're here, let's switch back to this view of things. We still got on thing, don't we? Crowd control. Once I dock into the station, I'll deactivate that. Make the stream a little less cluttered. Station, here we come. Weird sound bug there. Let's avoid getting struck by the noob hammers. And there we go. Now I can go into my extensions on Twitch and we will deactivate crowd control. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I suppose while we're here, we can double check some stuff. So this was my original system, so it should be this one. Seems to go in terms of ones you've claimed, right? So I don't know if people have noticed this, but it's literally like last claimed, first claimed, and in order. So, you know, I claimed this one, then I claimed that one, then I claimed that one. Just reverse order. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Here's our ice destroyer. Yeah, steel and titanium, semi composites and aluminium and liquid oxygen.
Perform routine maintenance.
No.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I...
All the usual bits and pieces.
Disturbed.
Alright. Alright, let's grab aluminium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And what was our payout? It's over 500,000 now. Just still very low. 561,996 credits. The system I'm in now is my biggest scoring system. And the one I'm going to work on is my second biggest scoring system, which will be the biggest scoring system after the ice asteroid base is built. Alright. Off we go.
Landing gear retracted.
560. Yeah. It's building, right? It's slow though. Anyway, how are you, Ian? I want to go here. All the way back there. And of course it's behind the planet. Next question, please. Are you having one of those weeks? Fair enough.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
What do you think of squadron fleet carriers?
frameshift drive charging.
Got a pirate on me already, look at that. The way I interpreted that is that the engineering restriction is on the banking ships for other members of your squadron to use. Not that they won't. I'm pretty sure you can park up your personal ship and with engineering on the carrier, or a fleet of your personal ships on the carrier, and they'll jump with the carrier. It's just you can't bank a ship with engineering, which is, I mean, I get that they probably don't want people skipping the whole engineering grind, but I think they should be loaned. I think they should allow it and just let them be loaned out for a limited amount of time.
Vectors.
Because you might come up with like a really fun ship build you want someone to be able to try, but it relies on engineering, right? Like, you know, like, oh, check out this cool build I got with my vulture. You know?
Engaging exit.
So much fun for dogfighting, and then it's like, well, but it doesn't. I can't give you the vulture to fly in because it requires engineering, or it'd be, you know, 250% over the power plant capacity. I mean, it's the way I interpreted it. I could easily be wrong. It would be weird if it didn't allow ships to, with engineering, to jump with the fleet carrier, though. It would make it very, very stationary. Well, you got a squadron. How many people don't have some level of engineering on their ships? Yeah, that would be an interesting call. If I am right about it just being bank ships, I am also curious about like other restrictions that may not have been brought up. Like can I bank a ship with like Guardian weaponry, the unengineered Guardian weaponry, and someone who hasn't done the Guardian weaponry unlock, can they then use the ship to see what the Guardian weaponry is like, you know? Your architect son payment is 580k. Nice. I will catch up. You know? Same as if I got someone that hasn't, like, if you got someone playing who hasn't fully unlocked all the Imperial and Federal ships, can they try one? You know? Didn't say they couldn't. Oh, we're here already. Orbital construction site, Hui Horizons. There we go. You kind of like the name of that, Hui Horizons. It's got a fun ring to it. Two systems for 150k, two for 80k. Is it your first system that's one of the 150k ones? I figure it's probably the one you built the Tier 3 Mason as well. The Tier 3 port, but the first one, yeah, first one on Tier 3 port. Yeah, that makes sense. My highest individual one would be the one with the refinery system. 199. Then 150. I think your got those 80k ones from all the like tier 2 ports and stuff. So Makes sense. I've forgotten which side of the bloody thing that this is on. 50-50 chance that we end up flying through the ice asteroid, you know, ring to get to this, but that's okay. Yeah. Dad has been making bank just flying semiconductors around for like 10 hours a day over the last couple of days. Logged in after work yesterday and it was like, Dad, playing Elite Dangerous, game time 10 hours. Was like, God. Must be nice being retired, got nothing else to do but play computer games all day. Apparently, wrong side of the ice asteroid field, but one of the 80k systems, the system with nothing but the T2 station, we used to pay out the station and maybe some small bonus. Yeah, not quite sure how that works. Maybe it's also tied to population, the population's been going up. Like if I check mine, right, like, because I think the initial payout must be lower. So I did notice this. I didn't mention it, but like, so I got a whole bunch of stations with, I got a whole bunch of systems with nothing but like a tier 2, nothing fully built except like an outpost. Sorry, and they are all paying out 30,000 at the moment. But the one I just built, like earlier in the week, is paying out 12,000. So I don't know if it's tied to population or if it's just because that one, the station wasn't complete until the...
Docking request granted.
Hmm. Boom, 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 boom. Will the auto-docking computer crash me into anything? Let's find out. Just there's 1 star of free available spots, destruction in space. Also, type on previous message, 130 plus. Not 30 plus. Yeah, yeah, I don't know how it works. It's all speculation at the moment. But I feel like payouts have gone up for the established systems to some degree.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance when we're done? Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes find that you're already somewhat disturbed.
All right. It should be relatively closer to the... I don't think it's gone up by much, no. I feel like, I don't know, I might be imagining things, but I feel like my systems with just an outpost weren't paying 30 originally. I could be wrong. Oh, the overall total doesn't seem to have skyrocketed at any point, though. So maybe I'm imagining things. Unfortunately, but you know, not that one. Yeah, no, I get it. The fatigue is real. I'm starting to try and think about other fun stuff to do in the game. I was wondering if I took like not engineered but fully A-rated small ships into a Hazards, how long I'd survive for each ship. Or something like that. Here comes one in the Sidewinder, and he's dead. Are we gonna jump before we get mass locked by the asteroid? Nope, we're not. Okay, fine. Alright.
Navigation for next system.
Started a message for the 5k tons of staff haul for the community goal. I got 500k credits from the
Confirming
princess.
exit point telemetry. Stand.
Oh, that's nice. I wonder if I got that from Yuri Grom on my other account for the previous community goal. Wait, I hold stuff for this, and I'm signed up to the same person. Oops. Wrong button. And I... apparently not.
Faster than light velocity reach.
Unless I have to go hand in to get it. Which is a possibility.
Temperatures are at an acceptable level.
Haven't handed anything in? Oh, that's weird. How am I on the power play side of things?
Leaving system.
No. Not particularly worried about it.
Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I haven't done anything active on the power play for a little bit now. Trailblazer Dream. I did find it weird there was no extra information about the Panther Clipper this week though. Not even a brief little, like, extra info. So I'm guessing that'll be in next month's one, and then it'll be released sometime in July for ARX. Yeah.
Docking request granted.
Yep. All right.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, I could haul some shit in.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Where's your fleet carrier parked up at the moment?
Cargo hold at
I mean, they have tritium here, do they? Look, see Bob. So much closer.
landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Are you ready to jump?
Yes.
Boosting thrusters.
Frameshift.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Engaging Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
What's going on there? Forgot that he jumps to Super Cruise.
Frameshift
There we go.
charging.
Boom, boom, boom. Should see the bookmark on your carrier, I suppose. And then I'll know where it is all the time.
Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I also got my Mandalay up to 90 light years jump range by light weighting the heat sinks, which is a bit of ridiculous like engineering to do, but that's fine.
Warning. Temperature critical.
It's like I know it's 89 light years jump range, but I want it to be 90. The only thing I got left to lightweight is heat sinks. So god damn it, I've got to go do that.
Drive charging.
Don't know what it is at the moment. Hydro Sector EWWB13. Alright.
Warning. Temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Off we go.
Leaving system.
Yes, leaving system. That's the idea.
All systems check out. No unusual activity. It's boring.
I was gonna buy the forest game, but I ran out of money after paying the rates this week, so I have to gonna try and get it after payday. Planetary construction, no, we're on orbital construction site. Slight little boost. Oh no, it looks interesting. Definitely want to play it. I mean, the ratings on Steam are overwhelmingly positive. It's a pretty good indication that it is definitely a fun game. I did also buy a cheap webcam though. It was on Afterpay, which means that I'm paying it off over the next 4 paydays at like $5 a payday. Something ridiculous like that. And then I'm gonna try and set that up to be under my desk. I just got to figure out the lighting side of things, and then have a toggleable dog webcam. I put a blanket or a dog bed or something down under there, the dogs will quite enjoy hanging out, I think. Ah, wrong side again. Yeah, pretty much. Can I line this side up with something when I come in here? Oop. Oh, I should probably go that way.
Docking request granted.
Oop. So much drift on this.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, welcome Raiders, Dark Karma. Hey, how's your stream going? Well, how was your stream? What were you playing? Let me give you a shout out, and just bear with me for a moment because I just added the shout out button to my stream deck, so I want to give it a try. I don't know how it. Oh yeah, Dark Karma. There you go. And apparently it's not actually doing. Apparently I don't have an SO command, so I need to change that. All right, let me do that manually. Was using halters for the first time? How did you find that? I've always wondered if I got one and then I combined it with like maybe VR or something, how the game would feel. There we go. Shout out.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance when we're done?
And oh, what am I doing? No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes find that you're already somewhat...
Let me follow you back. There we go. Yeah, game is going good. I'm just working on this construction of an ice asteroid base at the moment. What's the learning curve like with it? Like, does it take a little bit to get used to it, or? And I have a friend who was asking for tritium. So I'll find the nearest supplier of that. It felt very natural. Some of the more system buttons were awkward to remember, but overall, flying was easy to get a hold of. That sounds cool. All right. Apparently, the closest supply of tritium to where Ed is over here. It's a couple of jumps. It's not too bad.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Well, I mean, thank you for the raid. I'm glad your stream went well. The HOTAS sounds like it would be a lot of fun. And if you need to, like, you know, go use the bathroom, get food, anything like that, feel free. I am just going to be jumping a little bit. I got work in the morning, so I got to go to sleep. Yeah, this is literally my morning, so I've got work and I've got about another hour of gameplay, and then I have work. But you have a good sleep, and thank you for the raid, and I hopefully see you around it at some point. Definitely raid back at some point if I see you online. And then it's fine. It's not like I'm going to build the whole ice asteroid base today, so. I was just like, oh, well, said I was going to play Elite and need something to do, so I guess the ice asteroid base is it. When I kicked off stream. Alright. Should probably honk as we jump through, right?
Frameshift drive charging.
Boom, 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 boom. Off we go. Qatar. Qatar? It's a nice, easy system name. Why can't the systems I colonized have names like that?
Scanning for anomalies, none detected. Isn't that good?
We need system alias names. That would be great, right? Like, just the ability to go. I mean, the system's official name is still this, but we also named it this, and you can refer to it by that in the galaxy map, if you like.
Navigation for next system. Maximum velocity engaged. All systems check out. No unusual activity.
They all check out, do they? That's good.
System scan complete.
And off we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Boom, 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 boom.
Warning, fuel low.
Is it? I'm sure it's fine. How many more? 2 jumps. It's probably fine, right? The last jump will be short. Surely the last jump will be short. We're not gonna run out of fuel in the middle of nowhere. Are we even in the middle of nowhere?
Vectors. Fuel tanks are nearly empty. You want to do a mad dog and run out?
Yes, I'd like to do a mad dog and run out. Thank you for asking, Captain Kirk. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging.
I wonder if I can fix that
System.
shout out while I'm playing. I've been working on stream things a little bit over the last couple of days.
Warning. Main fuel tank low.
I'm aware. Thank you. Pretty sure this is what we're after. Wilson Station. Wilson! Castaway was such an interesting movie. Yeah. They could afford Tom Hanks because they saved all their money by literally having no other actors to pay in the... There was one of those American Super Bowl ads once, which was quite funny, where they came up, like, you know how he, like, if people have seen Castaway, you know how he delivers the package in the end? Like that one package he didn't open to give himself a reason to carry on. And there's this, like, Super Bowl ad where he delivers the package to the lady, and he's like, just out of curiosity, what was in it? And she's like, oh, nothing much, just all this survival gear. Boom, 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 boom.
Landing gear deployed.
Commodities market. Tritium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So I never played much with the whole buying and selling stuff, the buy and sell orders on a fleet carrier. So if you put a buy order, does anything sold to the commodities market on a fleet carrier just end up in your fleet carrier's sort of storage space, I take it?
Landing gear retracted.
Detach sequence complete. Allow for oncoming traffic in the access corridor.
Oh, no. I need to go back to here, maybe. Should be able to
Are you
steal it
ready
from
to
here.
jump?
No. Oh, damn it, Captain Kirk.
Fine.
Alright. Ed, if you're still hanging around, this will crack you up a bit, but apparently Dad got blown up twice by stations while doing that community goal. And I'm like, how did you manage that? And he's like, I was just trying to get out the station and the queue was so long that I ran out of time and got blown up by trespassing. I was like, you do realize you can just like exit out and drop to a different mode if that happens and avoid the queue. But from like private group to solo or something, or vice versa. It was like, can you? Yes, you don't have to sit there, Dad, and get blown up. There are options. Alright. The carriers. There we go. And of course it's behind me. Boom, 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 boom. I really need to get a ship kit for my fleet carrier on this account. It just looks so much better. Ooh, I have a likely band invader. Alright, can I do this?
Landing gear deployed.
Nope, that doesn't bring them up. Okay. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Nobody saw that chat message anyway.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance?
Alright. Let's see.
Fine.
Commodities market, right? Sell tritium. Oh, $34 million profit. Damn. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much, Ed.
Landing gear retracted.
While I'm at it, I might do this.
Permission to clear the area and jump?
Yes.
Thrusters. Boosting now.
What could possibly go wrong?
Distancing now. The FTL is charged and ready. Stand by.
Name 3 fleet carriers. Damn it. Alright.
Super Cruise drive engaging.
What if there's a way to... This one's a similar thing where it will clear the area and system jump. Alright. Doesn't really matter. There we go.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
Alright. There we go. Alright, when I go back and get another load of tritium, I'll just run a 3-minute air break, turn off pre-rolls so people coming into the channel. There we go. See people after the ads, unless you know you're on Twitch Turbo or you're Ed because he's subbed. Or you're an ad blocker or the ads just don't play for you. Boom, 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 boom. One thing I did note with the squadron stuff was the whole squadron perk thing. Kind of looked interesting. With the main perk and then like the sub perk or whatever it is. There we go.
Preparing for arrival on landing pad 2-4. Preparing for precision approach. Use of docking computer has been sanctioned.
Boom, 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 boom. Repost that.
Landing gear deployed.
Ships on the deck. Commence system shutdown.
Alright. Tritium. Lots and lots of tritium. we go.
Landing gear retracted.
And back we go. Alright, is it going to line up properly?
Shall I engage the jump drive?
No, we're in a station. Stop asking that when we're in a station, Kurt. Just makes me think you're drinking on the job.
Fine.
It's like I had the special mushrooms on my pizza for lunch. Trying to activate the jump drive and plow onto the wall of the station at, like, faster than light speeds.
Flight path is clear. Darkon signing off.
Frameshift drive charging.
Leaving system.
Boom, boom, boom.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
Alright, okay. And then it's the carrier right there. There are some things I still need to do in this game beyond, you know, construction of my systems. Still need to get my federal rank up. And I still need to get elite in combat and exploration. We'll be triple elite. Now I'm going on the combat side of things, actually. I think I'm like dangerous or deadly or something along those lines. Check in a second. Dangerous. Alright, the dangerous combat ranks.
Landing gear deployed.
Still a fair bit to go on the combat side, I guess. Alright. Courier services. Give me Ed's money.
Acknowledged.
Give me Ed's money. Acknowledged. That's
Landing gear retracted.
Fargoids? Fargoids. One of these rumors of a race, an alien race of insectoids. long dead friends.
This particular line of
Maybe these Thargoids
dialogue.
are sleeping assassins, laying in wait. Whatever they are, we should make it our business to find them. They could be out there right now.
That line of dialogue is kind of dated, considering everything that's happened in the game over the last couple of years. Thargoids. Do Thargoids actually exist? Wreckage of a Thargoid Titan literally floating above Earth.
Vectors. Frameshift drive engaged. Engaging exit protocols.
Temperature critical. Where are we? Wilson. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Here we go. More tritium.
Goodbye, Whiskey Yankee November. Stockholm welcomes you to Alliance territory. Fly safely while in and around Starport. Request approved. Clear to land on pad 2-4. Preparing for precision approach. Use of docking computer has been approved.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I've been learning more about our new data reporting platform at work. Ed, if you're hanging around. Not so much about the platform itself, but about the financial data we have in there that's all this sort of accountancy based. Just going back, what was that? Yeah, like the last week or so. We had like auditors in the office and I'm trying to pull data for them. And I was just, these services I was having a lot of trouble with. And then I was like asking our external consultants for the system how I pull this data they want and stuff. And it was like getting stuff back that just didn't work properly. And then eventually, and I ended up with this query that was half working, half not, and it was ridiculously long and complicated with about 12 different bloody table joins in it. And then I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, I'm gonna cut this down. I'm gonna stop, even though it's like an accounting thing for an auditors, I'm gonna stop trying to use the general ledger journal and stuff. And I'm just gonna pull data from this one small section of the system and join it up to the sales orders and put in what I need from there. And I'm pretty sure that's worked. Like I've sent it to the our head accountant to have a look at it before it goes to the auditors, but like it was just I don't know, like I was just keep trying to build on what I was working on. It was getting too complicated and too ridiculous, and was not working properly. So I scrapped the whole thing, started over, kept it simple.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Bum, 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 bum. Queued up. Over here. Yes, I've been stealing lots of your money by delivering, you know, tritium to your fleet carrier. So yeah. You know, like a drop in the ocean for you. But $34 million. Yeah, there's that, right? Like I mean, you get this slowly, right? Like you're like, I built something that joined the general journal to inbound transactions and then to customer invoice. And then that worked for a bunch of stuff.
Drive charging.
300 million reserved. Yeah, I mean, I'll take 300 million.
Have a safe journey, Commander.
It's fine. Like, and then like, because that worked for one of the contracts we have that's very similar to the way this other contract is structured. Like, I was like, that should work for this other thing as well, and then it didn't work, and then I tried to add to it. I'm like, maybe if I join all this, instead of going to the customer invoice, I go to the vendor transactions, and I'm like, oh no, wait, that's giving us the AP side, not AR, and then it's like, it just builds slowly. And then you end up with this ridiculous query that's not working properly, and it's like way too complicated. My boss got a laugh out of it though when I messaged them and was like, God damn it. Like, I cut the query from this down to this, and now it actually works as far as I can tell. I mean, the query was also run in the bronze layer of our development system, so it's also not ideal, but like it is live production data. The bronze test production systems are just about the logic around the data that's been brought through and how it's been scheme has been changed around. And we didn't have all the financial tables into production yet, so. boom, 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 boom. Repainted fleet carrier looks right when it's parked next to the sun.
Landing gear deployed.
Boom, 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 boom. All right. My ship has docked, Commander. Yes. One of my favorite to talk about things I came across was an app that basically tracks articles across the internet for later reporting. Okay. Basically hundreds of millions of records and a fair few columns to spice it up on that tracking table. Anyway, one of the modules pulled data that were referenced by the huge table, and was also given an account of the associated info for that huge table. It pulled all the records for that table associated with the record, all the full text information for 20 columns across millions of records, and then just ran a count on that array. Seriously? That is hilarious. That is, yeah. There's, it's not quite in the same vein. It's more just me going like, but why, right? I got, like, many years ago, someone at my work got made redundant because they were basically the sites they were responsible for were no longer could be used anymore. And one of their little tasks they did fell to me when they left, which was to pull the survey data for managers every month. And so we have this surveys that go out to people that get services from us, and the surveys ask a shit ton of questions to the clients that got services, and then the managers, it turned out, were only interested in these little 2 questions right at the end of the survey, and that was it. That's all they wanted information on. And I was like, why are we asking clients like 50 questions if we're only interested in these 2? Does anybody do anything with these other 50 questions? They were like, no, I don't think so, no. And it's like, God damn it. You get a lot more responses if your survey wasn't 50 questions long. You're not interested in all these other. I'm sure whoever created the survey figured that the business would use all of it, but turns out not so much the case. So maybe it's a similar thing with that array. They figured they would use the actual data, and then someone just turned it into account later on. But yeah, some of the stuff businesses do is just weird. Oh, there was one time I was working in the IT team for a big business, and they wanted to move us because the business was growing. So they wanted to put us in this building they hired a floor of, So they could put other people down the bottom of, like, the building that they were currently in where we were stationed. And we're like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, we'll get less walk-ups. People are more likely to log actual tickets or stuff. That's fine. And then they were like, okay, and we need to ship all the furniture over. And we were like, well, aren't there people coming down to, like, where we are to... I'm in the right spot. Yeah, I'm in the right spot. What's the station? Are there people coming down here to like work in this area? Why wouldn't they want to use the furniture? Oh yeah, they're a different team though. And so we're like, wait, hold up. So we're paying movers to move our furniture across this new building, and then you're buying new furniture and paying for it to be shipped and put in where the furniture that you just shipped it across was. And they're like, yes. And we're like, that doesn't make any financial sense. Why would you do that? Just buy new furniture for the new building and ship it over there. And they're like, oh, well, different teams, different buckets of money. And it's like, oh, well, then technically sell the furniture that's owned by the IT team to the team that's showing up. And and then buy new furniture. Like, why are you paying a moving company to move furniture and then move like identical furniture into where you just moved the furniture from? But no, the sensible suggestion fell on deaf ears because it was different buckets of money, different teams, you see. Different approval processes. It's kind of the same thing where I currently work, though not so much of us. We have part of the company has a small like hire thing where they hire stuff out. And it's actually quite profitable for the size. It's just a very small sort of offshoot from one of the bits of the company. And they hire it to places where it would actually be, after a couple of months of hiring it off us, they would actually be losing money compared to having brought the item straight up. But apparently it's much easier for people in these places to get approval to hire something than it is to purchase something. So even though it makes absolutely no financial sense, it's much easier to get the approval, and it's not the person getting the approval's actual money. So essentially part of our business makes a nice profit by just relying on the idiosyncrasies of other people's approval processes. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Money must be climbing up, right? Alright, back at like 1.7. Jesus. Didn't we put like $1 billion into the carrier though? Yep, pretty much. And we would have this community goal to pick up, I imagine. Oh, it's been extended.
Landing gear deployed.
Still top 50% though.
Landing successful. Notifying ground crew.
I noticed the new article on Galnet about rising tensions between galactic powers. So we might end up with a human war. It'd be interesting. Oops.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. You are clear to depart.
Alright, where's my drink? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
You're clear to plot your
Wonder what percentage Dad's at of that. Who's gonna be top 25? Surely.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift now engaged.
Alright, jumping.
Engaging exit protocols.
Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
Landing gear deployed.
Boom, 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 boom. Universal. Oh, nope. This is what we want here. Well, I suppose we could go to this and give like it back a very small amount of money. Like a tiny, tiny. $50 systems sold. Doubt that actually even does much for my exploration rank though. Oh look, more systems. Another 50 systems sold. What? That doesn't seem right. Maybe it is. I thought it was by default it took 25% of what you would normally get. Like you got 25% less payout, and then it split that between Universal Color Graphics and the ship owner or something. I'm not 100% sure. I felt like that was how it's supposed to work, but I could be wrong. Alright. 216 left. That's bounties and combat bonds, not color graphics. Oh, okay. I thought it applied the same system. But maybe not. I didn't have anything there about a negative 25% when I pinged it, so I'm guessing probably not. Alright.
Are you ready to jump?
Yes.
Afterburners.
Cancel that. And do an actual system jump. What was it? 216 left.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
Boom, 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 boom. All right.
Whiskey Yankee November. Submit a request before docking and enjoy your visit, Commander. Landing permitted. Proceed to landing pad 10. Automated approach authorized.
Do you reckon with the bank on the upcoming squadrons thing, like the ship bank, you'd be able to loan somebody a ship you brought with ARX that isn't in the game for credits at that point? And like, buy the Panther Clipper for ARX and then just loan it to somebody.
Landing gear deployed.
Be like, in exchange for using my ship, for every second load you deliver must be to my construction site. Mahaha.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
We recruit actual players as our NPC construction services. Alright. Which shore is 216.
Landing gear retracted.
This is the bottommost one, right? Hold on. B13. Yeah. Yep. That's right. What are we waiting on the queue for? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, for the slow ass anaconda. Look at this thing. Nice paint job though. Alright. Boom, boom. What are you getting into, dog? Just nosing around things on the coffee table. Nothing on the coffee table's food.
Frameshift drive charging.
Flight path is clear. Have a safe journey, Commander.
It doesn't matter much to her. She's half Labrador and she will eat stuff you do not think anyone would, or any creature would consider food. And she'll be like, yes, that's edible. I will eat that. Alright, how are we going? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. With this, I think it should be stocked up on tritium. Not a problem. I appreciate the money. I also like your ship kit on your athlete carrier, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's the same one I've got on my other account. I need to get one for this account as well. It's just been, money's been tight. So, it should be freeing up soon though. Paying a few things off. Yeah, the ARX layout to the carrier, yeah. Yes, I fully understand. Should just put a full load of tritium and put the rest in the tritium deposit. Oh. There we go. Your buy order has been fulfilled. You can do if you want, but I've got to take off shortly to actually go into the office, so. And I only brought 216 for me. That time around. I'll just jump back over here, I guess. No, I took note of how much was left on the order. Yeah. My cargo hold is empty. I have nothing. I was saying I could have brought a full load and just thrown the rest into your tritium deposit, but I didn't think of it before I left the station. Yeah, no problem. Alright, I should get ready to head to work. So, all I'll do is I'll exit out here and find someone to raid out to. We can change the scene over just for a moment.
Come back soon, Commander.
Yep, weekend soon, plus it's a 3-day weekend. So I've got Monday off. It's King's birthday weekend. So, it was Queen's birthday weekend, but you know, she died. And then we renamed it. So yeah, that'll be good. Alright, who have we got that's on? We follow. It's currently playing. I have no idea what this game is, but Kiwi the Pirate is on and playing Song of Horror. So let's go check them out. I've rated them one time in the last 30 days, apparently. Alright. Kicking the raid off. And like probably the next 30 seconds or so. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed the stream. It's a short stream because, you know, going to work and whatnot. I had fun though. It was very profitable as well. I think, you know, I made some money, helped it out. That's all to the good. And I will catch everyone on tomorrow, hopefully for a longer stream, you know, being my Saturday. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good day, has a good weekend, all that kind of stuff. All right, let's send this raid out. Raid going out now.